No, I need you to sit with where you've done that to other people because you are not perfect. And that is the shadow work, acknowledging I'm not perfect, but I'm still worthy of love. I'm not perfect, but damn, I did this stuff when I didn't know better. And now that I know better, this shit sucks, but I'm still worthy of a second chance. I'm still worthy of a second chance. I didn't know no better. Can I have compassion for my inner child? Who was supposed to teach me? I'm a child. Who was supposed to teach me? Mom and dad. Okay, I didn't get taught. So now I'm having to figure it out on my own, and it's a lot harder. These lessons that we have to go through is fucking hard. Okay? Leah, we'll get to that. We'll get to the compassion. So first we have the 5 A's to actually integrate the shadow. Then to start embodying confidence with the shadows, you need the 3 C's. You have to replace criticism with compassion and curiosity. So you already got ahead of me, but that's coming up. That's going to be one of the next videos that I post on my YouTube. Make sure you're following me on YouTube. The link is in my bio because it's longer form content for those of you who have the attention span and actually want to sit and watch a 45-minute video that's going to be a coaching video to help you. Then follow my YouTube because it doesn't, the 10-minute videos don't get out on here. So if you want some actual stuff where you can sit down with your drink of water, your popcorn, a little snack, some tissues because you're going to cry. Oh yeah, sure. Because you're gonna cry, and then your journal and your pen and your notebook. Okay. Sit down. First, this is what I want you to do. If you're deep in this shadow work stuff today, I want you to do these 2 things. Go to my YouTube, find the video, top 10 most common shadows. And then watch that video and write down each one that you resonate with. That's going to be the blueprint. Okay. Do you feel me? That's going to be the blueprint. All right. So go watch the video. And I'm going to give you a little brief synopsis on each top 10 most common shadows. Okay. Yeah, I will. And then write each one down. Then go to the 5A video and learn how to integrate each shadow. Then the next video that will come is the 3 C's. The way that you heal is you have to replace criticism with curiosity and compassion. If you don't do that, you will not be able to heal. I promise. You have to heal with love. So the parts where you are still giving yourself criticism is where you have to be curious. Okay, so just got the book. Yay! So thank you so much for your love and support. You guys, what they're talking about is I wrote a book and a journal to help you guys with this. I don't have any more. I've sold out on TikTok Shop. Hey, but you can find it on Amazon as well. The journal is very much confronting. The book is very confronting. It's called Uncomfortable Truths, a book for breakthroughs. This is a sample because I sold out of my last one, so I only have a sample to show you guys, but that's me. Here's me. Hello. Oh, look. Oh, not me wearing the same thing. Not me looking like the same. Oh. Okay, so yeah. Here it is. This is my first book that I did, self-published, all on my own. And this is another thing. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. I said I have some shit to say. I want to make some money. I want to live abundantly on my gifts. I know that my education and who I am and what I've done and the way that I help people is deserving. And the way that I had to do that is by choosing myself. And that's the other way. I had to choose myself by quitting corporate America and stop getting in that comfort zone. I had to choose myself by building this business and freaking fighting hard within myself and the self-doubt to say, no, I'm not going to just settle like everybody else and do these dead-end jobs that I can't stand making pennies. I want to travel the world. I have traveled the world. I want to travel the world. I want to buy this house. I want to have the things that I want. I want to have my family, and I don't want to have to sacrifice shit, basic necessities. And I'm not materialistic for wanting that. You see, all these ideas are why you're not where you want to be. You feel bad for wanting these things. You don't feel deserving. You don't feel worthy. If you don't feel those things, then you're not going to have it. If you don't feel worthy of living a more abundant life, then you will stay in lack. Period. Everything that you're experiencing right now is a culmination of your beliefs. Period. If you believe that working a 9 to 5 is the only way to make money, then you will always work a 9 to 5 because you need to make money on here. You're gonna be homeless, or you're always gonna be working a 9 to 5. See, I don't choose to believe that. Because, I mean, it's very obvious that that's not true. Because look how many people that I have that proves that lie otherwise. 9 to 5 is not the only way that you can live abundantly. It's actually the least way to live abundant, in my opinion, because of the exchange between your time and money is not worth it, in my opinion. I don't want to have to exchange 40 hours of my time every single week for fucking pennies. If I'm exchanging 40 hours, you better believe a bitch is living royal. That's how I feel. That's how I feel though. That's not how you feel. You see how my belief is that? And then some people would be like, oh my God, you're so entitled. You think that you don't have to work 40 hours? No, I don't. But why are you so angry? You clearly don't work. You don't like working 40 hours either. Why are you so angry? Oh, you're angry because I decided to do something different and you're not confident enough, or you don't have the skills, or you haven't believed in yourself enough to do it. You can be mad, babe. It's not at me, it's at you. You know? And as we should feel entitled. Yeah, I should feel entitled to my food and a shelter. Yeah, I should feel entitled to that. Especially when we have a whole bunch of food on this planet that is being hoarded and at the grocery store for $8 for a fucking... I should be able to just go out. If you live in Florida, how long, when's the last time you just seen an orange tree that you could just pick an orange off of? My Floridians, my native Floridians, I'm born and raised in this bitch. My Floridians, my people. When is the last time that you saw an orange tree that you could just grab an orange? You don't, because you see what I'm saying? Like the abundance is being taken from us. The abundance. Hypervigilation? Is that what you're saying? Hyper dysregulation? I use shea butter. You guys ask me this all the time. Hold on. Lord, hold on. Okay. These are the 3 oils that I use the most. Okay. Because y'all been going. But you know what? You know what's so crazy? The fact that you guys comment so much on my skin. Guess what my biggest insecurity was growing up? Guess what my biggest insecurity was growing up? My skin. And nothing has changed. I just take care of it more. It's because I love it now and I'm glowing from the inside out. I'm telling you, this was my biggest insecurity. So we use yellow raw shea butter. Okay, African shea butter. Look, it's very raw. Like, okay, I don't use all these chemicals. I stopped taking all the chemicals, all the Dove soap, all that stuff. It really messes up my hormonal imbalance. Okay, so no more. I don't use all that stuff. So this is raw shea butter. You can see. Smells so good. And then I will do a layer of coconut oil. On top, because coconut oil is really good for bacteria. So at the end, when I'm outside, all those pollutants, you have to realize your skin is an organ. It's the biggest organ. It's absorbing all of the chemicals, all of the stuff in the air, the water, all that stuff is going in. So you have to make sure that you're being more mindful. Okay? Being more mindful. So yeah, we have that, and then the jojoba oil. So we got raw shea butter, coconut oil, and jojoba oil. And then I use turmeric soap. Okay, yeah, they do it. If it works for you, babe, do it. You know, but I would definitely encourage you to try to find other options that are less chemicals. No, not really. even when it comes to perfumes and stuff, I start using essential oils now. I'm trying to find where it is, but where is it? I use essential oils now for my perfumes. I don't even use a lot of the spray because I don't know about you, but certain times where I spray perfume, I burn. It literally burns my skin. I'm really sensitive, so I'll spray something and I'll feel a burning, and I'm like, that's not normal. I don't want to keep doing this. Why am I burning when I put this? I don't want to put that. So I just do a little bit of like lavender oil, lemongrass, just whatever your essential oil, and I put a little bit here, and I smell good all day. It lasts so long, and it's just an earthy, nice smell. I don't really gravitate more towards the sugar perfumes and stuff anymore. The oils last a lot longer anyway. Even if I was to get a traditional perfume, I like oil perfumes now. Not the ones that you spray like this. The ones that you just put a little dot. It lasts way longer. So anyway, we got a little off tangent because of the skin stuff. But so tools. How do we regulate, you guys? Let's talk about what happens when you get triggered. You know what I'm saying? What happens when you get triggered? You go off the handle. You go off the deep end. You say things that you don't mean. You shut down and you avoid it. You run away from it. You ghost people. What do you do when you get triggered? Put it in the comments. I want to know what is something that you know that you need to change that you do when you get triggered. Because that's one of the biggest things that's holding you back from feeling secure in relationships. Ghost. Okay, run. I use a turmeric soap. Say things you don't want. Okay. So like, what do we do to bridge that gap? What do we do to bridge the gap from the moment that you start getting triggered? Because you can feel it. Sometimes the trigger is like, woo, 0 to 100, but then sometimes the trigger builds, right? Sometimes the trigger builds. The trigger, and that's a misconception. Some people think the trigger is just right away. Sometimes the trigger is like a slow burn, okay? So, I love all these answers. So let's take a few moments real quick with me, okay? If you're available, if you're not driving, if you're safe in an environment right now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top for 2 seconds. And then release through your mouth. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Exhale. Deep breath in. Breath in. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And notice, if you have the availability to actually do this exercise right now and you're not, notice that. Notice that if I'm telling you to sit still right now, if I'm telling you to silence yourself, notice what your body does. I close my eyes and I take 10 deep, no, let's do 15. 15 deep grounding breaths. I want you to be, that is your tool right now, okay? That's the first tool. When I start to get triggered, before going on my phone, before distracting myself, before screaming, I am going to try so hard to stay present in my body. And the way that I'm going to do that is by having 15 deep breaths. From the moment I start feeling triggered, that's what I'm going to do. As soon as I'm done with the 15 breaths, I'm going to ask myself, why am I really upset right now? So if you can't remove yourself from the trigger physically, that's okay. Even if you can't remove yourself from the trigger physically, if it's like obviously an abusive, if something domestic, something's happening, then that's where we have to get other people involved. But say that you're even in a house, say you're living in a house with somebody and it's just very tumultuous, right? And I know a lot of you guys may be in the situation. Some of you guys are still living with your toxic parents. Some of you guys are still living with a marriage. You're in marriage and you can't leave because of money. There's a lot of people that are together that should not be together right now just because of finances. And that really hurts my heart because that is such a hard place to be in. So sending you love if that's your situation. Just know that these techniques, you're going to have to do this while you're in the toxic situation to get clarity and the tools on how to get out. It's crucial that you start mild. I'll let you know when I open it. I'm not sure if I'm going to open it today. I'm just doing tools and coaching, but I'll let you know. But thank you for asking. So, how do I get out of this? So say you're living in a toxic environment. You can still use this breath. You don't have to keep engaging anymore. You can make a decision. I'm not doing this anymore. This is clearly over. All we do is trigger each other back and forth. So I'm going to be over here. So even when you're in the same house, finding a corner, finding a bathroom somewhere and doing this and saying, nope, I'm getting out of this. What is the steps? What do I need to do? Okay. And now I need to start doing this and building this. You got to do it. There's no one else that's going to do it but you. And it may take some time. It's going to take some time. And this is why I always preach so much. Start with the steps right now. Because a lot of us assume, right when I take the first step, I'm just going to go viral. Right when I take the first step, my business is just going to take off. And it's like, no, this is a journey, babe. If it was just like wake up and then do one thing and here you are. I quit corporate America in 2018, the end of 2018, October 22nd to be exact, bitch. October 22nd, 2018 was the last time I had a W-2. October 22nd was the last time that someone said, hey, can you be here at this time? No. I said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't give a shit. I don't care about these Excel spreadsheets. I don't care about this meeting. I'm fighting for my life. And why? And I just had a wake up moment. I'm over here crying every single day, driving to work, miserable. I'm talking shit, gossiping all day about my job, constantly angry. But I'm going to stay in this bitch every day. I'm going to just stay here. I'm just going to stay here. That's wild. Like, Why are we doing this? Because we don't think we have any other options and we don't believe in ourselves. So we are dependent on these corporations to provide for us, and they bank on that. This is why they pay you a living where you have to work so many fucking hours because you don't have any time to actually heal and wake up to the fact that you are being used as a hamster on a fucking wheel while other people are out here deciding between Greece or the coast of France. You're over here deciding between groceries and gas, and the groceries that you get are not even fucking quality. That's 100. Let's keep it 100. But you stay loyal to them. You stay loyal and you show up every single time. But you refuse to show up for yourself. If you put 40 hours into your own dream, if you put 40 hours into your own art, if you put 40 hours into your music, if you put 40 hours into that book, if you put 40 hours into your public speaking, if you put 40 hours into your content creation, imagine where you'd be. Do you think on Indeed, a sound healer, public speaker, author, musician, do you think I could find that? When I went on Monster and Indeed.com to try to find something that actually resonated with me, it would have to say sound healer, free thinker, motivational speaker, author, and musician. And since I couldn't find that on Indeed, I had to make the shit up myself. This job is completely, what I'm doing right now is completely everything that I love in childhood. Music. This is where it started back in 6th grade, and it transitioned into this 30 years later. Okay? I knew that this was always an escape, a beautiful escape. I knew that this was so healing at a young age. I had so much just love for the arts at a young age. And your girl, still got it, still remember. So yeah, I said, okay, why did I stop playing? I loved music. Why did I stop playing? Oh, because I didn't think I was good enough after high school. I didn't think I was good enough for college. I didn't think I was good enough for the Florida Orchestra. So I lost it and I lost myself. And that whole period after high school was the dark night. It was dark, dark, dark. I was doing all these things that were not me. I was turning into stuff because I didn't know. I was lost. And I was raised by parents that were also very much in their darkness. My dad was very much in his darkness from the day until his final breath. My dad loved being in his darkness and he projected that shit all the time. So I got really comfortable in it. I didn't know it though. So I was just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I not playing music no more? It hit me. Why? Why am I doing banking? Why am I doing this? This is my life. I'm going to do this for 30 more years. I'm only going to get 2 weeks of vacation a year. Fuck that. That is so limiting and restrictive. And it felt so, no, I can't. I am too much of a rebellious. I am too much of a march to the beat of your own goddamn drum. I am too much of a leader. I am too much of a free thinker. I'm too creative to be under someone's dime telling me when I can and can't do this. No. That's why I know that it made sense for me not even to go to school for therapy, because now I look back and I'm like, damn, if I would have had some guidance and known this 2 weeks. So you're up here having sex, doing all this stuff in 2 weeks. That takes time. I want to actually be friends with the person first. You know what I'm saying? I want to be friends. I want to be besties. Like, what's the rush? If we're in this doing it forever, why do we have to do everything in 2 weeks? Like, can we build up and have some like, oh, wow, I'm really starting to like this person. Oh my God, they did this. That's going to make me feel like, yes. Take it. I want to give this. I want to give this. This feels reciprocal. This feels like a yes. This feels like a full body fuck yes for once. I'm ready. I'm excited to do this. Yes. I feel like you are worthy of having me. You feel me? I think that you are worthy of experiencing this. Buckle up, baby. Buckle up. All right, because when you're with somebody who's super spiritual and connected to themselves, it's a different type of intimacy, and I've noticed that over the years. Even though I wasn't really aware of it, but especially in my last relationship, I didn't know how powerful I was, and like some of the reactions, he would just be like that, and I think that was part of the reasons. That was part of the reason why we didn't, because I was like, yeah, let's go deep, and he was not ready to go deep. And when we would have certain experiences, he would be like, I'm like, that trauma is coming up in flashes, whatever's happening right now. And then, but guess what? I was receiving all that because you know? I'm receiving all that pain. I'm receiving all of his sadness. I'm receiving all of his resentment and guilt and shame. I'm receiving all of it. That's why it took me so long to heal from this last relationship, because I absorbed a lot of his shit. A lot of it, and my own, and I had to differentiate. So it's been 3 years, you guys. It's been 4 years now, almost 3.5 years. It's a journey. I could have easily just taken a couple weeks, cried about it, and just got right back out on the dating field, and then I would have had another story again, here we go again. It would have been another shit. Here we go. No. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, you guys have been commenting on it. Thank you. I got this from Colombia, Medellin. The women, they make these necklaces, and I love supporting them, and it's awesome. So thank you. I have another one too. I have 2 of them, but I got this from Colombia. I stayed in Colombia for like 2 months, and that's where I want to live. I love it. I want to have a house there. So, you guys, how are we feeling? If you guys have been here the whole live, put a yellow heart. If you've been here since the beginning, like from the beginning, put a yellow heart. I need to know. How's this Pisces new moon energy treating ya? How's this Pisces? How's it? Hi, Mary. Hi, E. Thank you, guys. We've been on here for like an hour and a half. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing it. Yes, I have a YouTube and Instagram. Thank you for bringing that up. Please, follow me on Instagram and YouTube. I will be doing my podcast over on YouTube again. I have 2 seasons on my podcast right now. If you didn't know, I have a podcast. All the links on how you can get all the information and tools from me are in the bio. Happy belated birthday, babe. So I have a podcast on Spotify and Apple that talks about how I took the leap of faith, how I went no contact with my dad, how I forgave my dad, how I moved across the country, and how I am building this business. I talk about all of that. And then the second season of my podcast is called No More Suffering in Silence. And this is where I get deep into my sexual trauma. So trigger warning, it's very vulnerable, very open. And I talk about things that a lot of you guys are probably going to resonate, but you don't want anybody to know that you resonate with it. There's a lot of my content, the things that I say in my podcast, a lot of people resonate, but they message me like privately, because my podcast is very open. It's very vulnerable, especially around the sexual stuff. And a lot of people resonate with it, but it's very scary. It's very scary. So just know that part is there. And then the 3rd season is coming this March. And it's all about shadow work and integration and how I've gotten to this space. Like, I'm really excited about this podcast that I'm starting to record right now. So all of it is coming up. Workshops, if you have my book club, if you have my book, if you purchase my book and journal, we will start book club this month as well. So be on the lookout for, and that's why I say follow my Instagram, because I post way more of my bulletins and the stuff that's happening in my community. If you are in the Tampa Bay area, I do sound healings in the park. I do sound healings on the beach. If you are in the Tampa Bay area, I do sacred sister circles and circles with everyone, men and women. I do couples stuff. Like, I do all these different things where you can come and have the medicine. If you are ready to heal and you are done with these toxic cycles and you're done going through hoops and feeling disempowered and just existing, and you're ready to fucking live, I wake up with purpose. I wake up with intention. I wake up excited because I love what I do. I know what I'm doing. I'm building something. It's not like this every day. Of course, I'm human. But for the most of my days, especially compared to when I was working in corporate America, I did not wake up in corporate America saying, oh my God, I'm so excited to go sit at my computer for 8 hours and be abused. Because that's what I felt like. Can you eat lunch? I literally you would get like a weird, if I actually took my lunch away from my desk in corporate America sometimes when we were really busy, then people would look at me like, oh, must be, like, this is a fucking break. Damn. You don't want me to take, I can't eat lunch? I gotta eat lunch while on the computer? That's a break? Like, shit like that. Like, miss me with that. We're too much kissing these people's ass. I'm over here kissing your ass, and then one day you wake up and say, oh, I'm gonna fire 5,000 of you. Fuck off. That's how I feel about it. But that's just me. Over here jumping through hoops, missing my family, tired as fuck, only for you to wake up one day and say you don't need me no more. You will never have to let me go like that again. You will never have to leave me disheveled again. Because clearly, the 9 to 5 that we thought was so stable isn't. So stop. They fed you a lie. You can be just as stable on your own. even more, because when you're doing something that you actually love, when you're doing something with intention, when you're doing something with purpose, you are 10 times more likely to stay consistent and passionate because it's something that you actually like. Isn't that a crazy concept? You're more likely to stay consistent in something that you enjoy. That's a motherfucking crazy ass concept. Crazy. Okay? The money's not enough. The money's not enough. It's not. Even people who are making $400,000 a year, doctors, people are quitting because they're starting to recognize this is not in alignment for me. And yes, I'm making great money, but the time and energy to do this is not worth it. If I was a doctor right now, it would be very hard for me to morally continue practicing Western medicine. I would have to go back. I would have to quit and go get holistic or something. There's no way as a doctor that I'm going to follow these motherfucking protocols that you're telling me to do and give people pills right away and not even try to talk. I wouldn't make it. This is why I didn't go through this route. I used to be so hard on myself. I don't have this degree and I don't have that degree. I have a degree in criminology, but I should have this and this. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I got everything I need within. I got all the tools that I need within. And whatever stuff I feel I'm lacking in, I'll go get specific stuff. But you have everything that you need. And the excuses that you keep making, I need this and I need that. No, you are it. You cannot be an imposter of your own experiences. So I stopped thinking that you're an imposter syndrome because you want to do something different. You cannot be an imposter of your own experiences. And a lot of you guys are going to teach from your own experiences. This is what I'm doing. Do you feel like I'm an imposter right now? Because I don't have a degree in psychology? Do you think I'm an imposter right now because I don't have a degree in counseling? No. That's why you guys book with me all the time. And I'm very vocal that I don't. I do things my way. I understand my own process. So this is why if you resonate with my content and people just come in, they just come into my one-on-ones when we do. And by the way, you can book my one-on-ones right now. My one-on-ones, the link is in the bio, and one-on-one readings, 1 hour. But when people come in, you guys are so comfortable with me and I love it. I love it. It feels like we really are like just friends. You guys come into the sessions and you're just like, yeah, so this, I'm like, you don't really seem that suppressed. It's because you need a safe space. You're welcome. You needed a safe space, babe. You didn't realize that you haven't had a safe space to finally just be heard. Some of you guys, the way that you cry when I finally just validate, like, no, that wasn't right for your dad to do that. Sometimes all it takes is just one other person. It's not like I'm always giving you guys life-changing. There's a lot of stuff you guys already know, but you just have to process. Yeah. Yup, lady, so many. It's the process. And this is what I try to help people. Your inner child, if you're here on this live right now, your inner child has already survived. The conscious adult is the child who survives. Thank you so much, Delightful. That is delightful. Delilah. You've already survived the trauma that you're running from. That's what I'm trying to get people to see. You don't have to keep running anymore. You've already survived it. You're alive. You're here. You made it. You survived the sexual assault. You survived the domestic violence. You survived the emotional abuse. You survived the spiritual abuse. You survived the religion and the toxic cults that you were in. You've gotten out of it. But now you're left with all of the mindsets. And this is where I come in to help change and reprogram that mindset to something that you actually want. And that's why in our sessions, who do you want to be? What do you want to do? Get honest with me because I'm going to program it for you. So you better sit here and get honest with me with what you really want because I'm going to help you program it. And so don't have me up here helping you program some shit that you don't really want. So that's why I need you to get clear and get honest and sit with yourself. What does happiness look like for me? Write this down, journal prompt. What does happiness actually look like for me? And I want you to put for me in big capital letters and underline it because it's subjective. But a lot of you guys have been living your life objectively to what other people told you happiness is and not what you. And some of you are ashamed. Well, I have this degree. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. But really what makes me happy is playing the guitar. But I can't do that. My dad would be like, oh my God, disown me. I hear you guys say this all the time. My dad would literally disown me if I quit law school and started playing the guitar. Okay, well then I guess you're going to have to get disowned because you are disowning yourself right now. So what's worse? Dad not approving or you not approving? You have to decide. Whatever you decide is on you because you're living the life. I'm not. You're living this life. And you're the one that's going to be depressed living a life for dad. Especially when dad doesn't, dad's not living for you. And the fact that you think that you have to live for your parents is the problem in the first place. You're not here to live for them. You're not here to live for them. Let's take a moment. If you want to activate your third eye, look up at the ceiling, close your eyes, and just be for a second. Keep looking, keep your eyes rolled back. Roll your eyes in the back of your head, close them, and just see it. You may feel a burning. You may feel a burning right here. That's letting you know that it's getting activated. Kind of look cross-eyed. You may start to see auras. You may start to see different colors. You may start to see fractals. You may start to see different blobs. You may start to see little dots. Dots. Take a deep breath in. Release. Yep, lady. Deep breath in. Release. Just be. Notice any thoughts that come up right now. Notice any feelings that come up right now. Notice your inability to stay still if you can't. Just notice. Don't judge. Just notice. Where do you feel this in your body? Where do you feel this? Lady, third eye. Third eye. Where are you feeling it? Okay, shoulder blades is a lot of burden. Shoulder blades is a lot of burden. You're carrying a lot of burden back there. Chest is the closed heart, your heart. Stomach is sacral chakra or solar plexus, confidence, creativity, sexual. Heart. Throat chakra, neck, speak your truth. Where do you need to speak your truth? If it's around your face area, if it's around your neck and here, where do you need to speak your truth? Top of head, crown chakra, connection to source. Lower back, guilt. Guilt for something that you've done to somebody else, or guilt for abandoning your own morals and boundaries. My throat, feeling something in my heart. Okay, you got to speak your truth. Where do you need to speak your truth? Where are you still not showing up authentically? Where do you still turn into a chameleon around other people? Ooh, okay, ears. Spirit may be trying to connect with you more. Listen more. Talk less. And not because you don't have anything to say, but sometimes you need to observe more. You need to have a better time of actually listening instead of just waiting to respond. Sacral chakra, and you already know. So Jasmine, look up like this. It should look like this. Like it looks weird. And then close your eyes. But try to keep your eyes in that position when you close them. It's a little bit. It takes practice. And when you know you're getting it is when you feel all this pressure right here. When you know you're getting it, you feel a lot of pressure and then it dissipates. Okay? So start with your head forward, look up, close your eyes. Pretend that you're looking at the middle of your forehead. Pretend that your eyes are trying to get to the middle of that forehead. You can see it. You will. And that's where you'll see all the colors and the fractals. When you take psychedelics or ayahuasca or plant medicine. Activating that third eye, that's where you'll be able to see those visions and hallucinations and all that stuff. It's really cool. Leg shaking. Okay, you're getting that energy moving. We are just listening to me. We're just clearing blockages using frequencies, babe. Clearing energy blocks in the body by using frequencies. Scientifically proven. That's why music is so healing. So sit with yourself, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and just let me know where you feel this. Okay? Jaw chattering and shoulder. Ooh, you got a lot to say, baby. You got a lot to say. There's a lot that needs to come out. You have been suppressed when it comes to speaking your truth. And you carry a lot of tension in your shoulders because of what you're not saying. The more you talk, the more it's going to come down. Hands, you probably have a lot of energy that releases through hands. You probably are meant to be doing Reiki, some type of touch therapy, hairdresser, makeup artist, massage therapist, Reiki, chiropractor, something where you're putting hands on someone's body to heal them. I don't know if you do that for a living now, something like that, but you are meant to be using your hands to heal in some way. Nail tech, hairdresser. Feeling anxious, okay, that's okay. Why? Sit through it. Sit through it, why? What's anxious right now? What are you worried about in the future instead of right here, right now? It's okay if you don't. It's okay, it takes time. It's okay, a lot of us are numb. A lot of us are numb. Lady, you feel it, okay? A lot of us are numb. Okay. Your hands and feet are very cold. Your back is uncomfortable. Okay. Releasing that tension. Release it. So when you say that your back's uncomfortable, take a deep breath in. And I want you to send energy to your back. Send breath to your back. Send breath. There's a place where you're tension. So the reason why we're so tight, you guys, is because we're tension. So I have very tight hips because I was sexually abused. So what happens when someone's on top of you and they're trying to force themselves? So my body is always in that state when people hug. So I have to really say, why am I so tense right now? Why am I so tense? The feet is not strange. That means you need to stop running. A lot of times when we feel a lot of energy in our feet, it's saying, stop running, stay anchored into where you are, anchor into where you are, ground into where you are, and stand true in who you are. Stop running. That's what usually it means in the feet. Mm-hmm. Your hips, sacral chakra, tight hips. You need to loosen it up. Heart space. What about stomach pains and solar? Yeah, so the sharps, that's the confidence. That's that solar plexus. So where do you still need to be supported for your confidence? Where are you still feeling super insecure in yourself? Where do you still feel like you're not enough? That solar plexus is your confidence. Color yellow. How can I get back into alignment like you're... So let's address what is making you out of alignment. What are you doing in your life right now that's not in alignment with your heart and soul? Write that down. Journal prompt. What am I doing in my life right now that's not in alignment with my heart and soul? Wearing yellow. I love that. Between the shoulder blades is burden. Between the shoulder blades up at the top, the upper back is burden. This is why a lot of people have the posture like this. A lot of people start having posture like this. And also when you have a guarded heart, a lot of people who have very guarded hearts, they're like this. Because they're literally, their body is literally trying to guard their heart. So you see people, posture says a lot about wounds. Posture says a lot about trauma. Why did you start to cry? Because you needed to. You needed to. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here soon. Go see my friend and just chill. The link in the bio if you want to get my book and journal. So this book is for the awareness, and then the journal is going to help you go ask the questions to go deeper. So just to give you an example, say what you need to say. This reminds me of John Mayer or something. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Okay. Think of a time where you were angry, frustrated, or hurt by someone, but instead of being direct about your feelings, you were passive aggressive. Why did you avoid speaking up? Aw, thank you. This is a question from the actual journal. So who can resonate with this? Think of a time where you were angry, frustrated, or hurt by someone, but instead of being direct about your feelings, you were passive aggressive. All y'all better put your hand in here. All y'all better raise your hand. Everybody put your hand up. Come on. We have all been passive aggressive. We have all been like not direct. So why? Why do you avoid it? Why do you avoid being direct? Why? It causes you so much anguish and anxiety to just be sitting here. Just say it. You got to just say it. And the reason, one of the biggest reasons why you don't is because you don't want to hurt the other person. So that's what I'm saying. The beauty of it is beautiful. You literally just said it. I don't want to be mean. The reason why you don't do it is because you don't want to hurt the other person. That's your people pleasing, babe. That is your people pleasing. That is not something to be proud of. It's not. It's not. The fact that you abandon yourself and put other people first is not something that you should be proud of. Stop making that something that as a great trait of your personality, because it's ultimately what's keeping you in this cycle of being abused and not chosen and overlooked. You know, I realized I was sitting with the term nice guys finish last. I was sitting with that. I'm like, why do people say that? Why do people say nice guys finish last? I'm nice. And then I was like, I feel like... No, nice guys without boundaries finish last. Nice guys without their own mind finish last. Nice guys without a fucking spine and a backbone, they finish last. Because being nice without boundaries is definitely a way to finish last. You have to be able to say, hey, I'm kind and I'm this, but you're crossing a boundary. Hey, I love you, but I love me more. My mental health is suffering at the expense. Hey, at what point do I, come on. This is hurting me more now. You have to be aware of how you're feeling, and you got to be vocal. Your feelings are valid. You cannot keep walking around on eggshells because you don't think that your feelings are valid, or you feel more concerned about how your mom feels or how someone else feels. You keep saying, I'll hold it. I can hold it. I can hold it. I can hold it. No, you can't. You can't hold it anymore. You can't hold the pain anymore. You can't hold it anymore, and you shouldn't have to hold it for everybody. Why is that the standard, that you got to hold everybody else's pain and no one can ever feel sad that you're over here literally suffocating inside? I don't know how to deliver the information. Okay, that's very valid. I did not know how to have healthy conversations either. So for me, when it was time for me to have confrontation, I immediately sweat, and not like a little sweat. I'm talking like my armpits will drench down. My armpits, the deodorant, I'll have a white line of water, like literal water. So my first thing that I know that I'm starting to get dysregulated for me is I start to sweat from my armpits particularly. I start to sweat from my armpits. Then the heart racing. And then I can't stay still. I notice that I can't stay still. I can't stay still and stuff. And that's how I know that I'm starting to get real triggered. And what makes it, yeah. And so that's when I have to say, Kristen, take some time for a second. What's going on? Your feelings are valid. I'm not telling you not to feel this, but I'm trying to understand you right now. Before we go and do or say anything to this person, let's understand ourselves so that we can actually have a productive conversation. So if that means that we need to tell the person, hey, I need 30 minutes. I've had to start doing that. Because I used to try to think I had to fix it right then and there. But I can't do that. I sometimes need to have some time. I got to fix it. Because as anxious attachment, I don't want no bad blood. I don't want nothing bad. As an anxious attachment, we need to be good. So when you tell me, Like, that's the worst thing that you could tell an anxious attachment with no context. Hey, can I talk to you later? Yeah, about why? Hey, later, can we talk? Oh, bitch, I wish that you would. You gotta tell me. You gotta give me a little more context, because now I can't think about anything else. I can't think about nothing else. You gotta give me some more context there. What you mean? Is this a talk like you might not want to be with me no more talk? Or a talk like we going on vacation? A talk that's something that we can work out? Is this talk gonna be something that we can work out? Because if not, I'm about to flip my shit right now. Yeah. Yeah. So it depends on how you answer. And then you expect someone to be honest with you. And then you say, why are you honest with me? Look how you act. Oh, you got something to say? What are you going to say? Is it going to hurt me? Because you're everything to me. And if without you, I'm nothing. And, I can't breathe without you. And I can't see myself without you. So what are you going to say? What are you going to tell me? Oh, nothing? Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about. That's why y'all laughing. When I see y'all put the laughing emoji, I know exactly. Y'all know the fuck I'm talking about. I love it. When y'all put that laughing emoji, I know that you know. It's because I'm you and you are me, bitch. I'm talking to you. Yep. Over here, girl. If I had, this is why I love it. My TikTok, I'll be airing out all the tea and all these crazy ass things that I used to do back in the day. I am not ashamed of all the stuff I used to show up and show out. I'd be the one in the club embarrassing you. Oh, I thought you said you was going home, bitch. I was the one that would show up and show out, bitch. Okay? Don't let it fool ya, because once I get triggered to a point, you're not going to get this same Kristen anymore. I'm telling you. You see me like this, oh my God, I love you. Is your TikTok? Yeah, the same name, babe. You're not gonna get the same version of me. That's why people feel like, oh my God, damn, this is a mask. Because I come in, hey, everything's good, I'm good, until I'm not, bitch. Until I'm not. And then all of a sudden, my father is gonna come out. Because my father, when he would get mad, my dad was the type of person that my dad could be like this, ha ha ha, I'm so happy. And then you say something to him, get the fuck out right now. My dad is like that. From one time to the next. You could be having the best time with my dad. I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, all the links are in my bio. You could be having the best time with my dad. For real. Yay! And then as soon as you bring up something that triggers him or makes him feel shame or makes him feel anything, he will talk to you like you're the piece of shit on the earth. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm still your daughter. Wait, remember we were laughing 5 minutes ago? Wait, I'm still your daughter. Wait, I'm still your daughter. Wait, what the fuck? My dad's a Capricorn too, okay? I'm tired of y'all, all right? So, I can do that too. I'm a Sagittarius, baby. I can do that too. You want fire? Oh, you want it? I'm trying to hold it down for you, babe. I'm trying to hold the fire down for you. You thought I was passionate? Oh, wait till you trigger me and make me feel insecure. Wait till you trigger me. I'll hit below the belt. I used to. Oh, I'm gonna say it. Oh, this is why your mama. This is why your mama don't talk to you now, because of how you act. I see why your parents. Using the shit that people told you against them. Who did that? It's stay hype no underscore. It's my YouTube. And so, in one space, so this is me. In one space, I used to be like this. And then I wonder why I'm not a safe space. So in one aspect of my relationship, me and my ex, so tell me about it. Oh my gosh, your mom did that? That's freaking crazy, babe. I can't believe your mom did that to you. That's freaking crazy. Then you trigger me. That's why your mama left you. I see why she kicked your ass out. Because I'm about to kick your ass out too. I see why your mama did that. You ain't working. Nah, that's not okay, bro. You can't do that. That's not okay. You're not a safe space. And then you wonder why the avoidant avoids. And then you wonder why the avoidant avoids. And then you wonder why the avoidant avoids. Hey, and then you wonder why the avoidant avoids. Hey, and then you wonder why the avoidant avoids. Hey, it's you, Vic. It's you too. It's you, Vic. It's you too. You're not a safe space. Because no one can tell you anything without you combusting. Because God forbid someone has to tell you something about yourself that you don't like. God forbid someone chooses to have some space and they don't want to be with you. If someone says those words, some of you, if someone came to you and that anxious attachment, yes, it's going to hurt. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a reaction of someone saying like they don't want to be with you. That hurts, like, of course. But like, to the extent, you want to know why we're like this? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you why right now. This is why that means you ain't worth a damn if they don't want you. These are the spells that we grew up with. It's beautiful. I love that song. But look what happened to Whitney. Let's call it what it is. Look what happened to her. Case closed. All right, you guys. I gotta go. And I will be on tomorrow. I promise I will do personal readings tomorrow. I know I keep saying that. But I just have so much to say. I feel like I'm bursting. I just need to channel. I'm telling you, as a channel, as a medium, you have to get this shit out. Like, you feel depressed if you don't do it. I'm for real. If any of my channelers that know you're a channel, you're in it, how do you feel when you go a long, long time without channeling? Back the fuck up. Like, pent up. I feel depressed when I'm not sharing. Yeah, like I feel sad. I feel purposeless. It's for real. When you're a channel, you got to be doing the channel. You need to be a messenger. God made you a messenger for a reason. They didn't make you a messenger to be quiet all the goddamn. Why you think you're a messenger and not to speak? You're a messenger because you're so great at speaking. Okay? Honestly, your channeling should confirm our questions anyway if we're listening. Absolutely. Which I know it does. All right, you guys can hang up. I always hang up first, so you guys hang up. I'm done. You guys can hang up. Go ahead. It's a hand pan. These are all the instruments that I'll use when you guys do sound healings with me. So if you ever want to book a personal sound healing with me, it's a whole experience. Coaching, we talk about everything. We have cacao, which opens your heart. I talk through things. I shower you with all of the healing frequencies. You're in this comfortable like mattress. Sometimes we do it outside in the park with the birds chirping and I'm just out there and you're just out here. And then we talk about all the things that come up. I love my sessions. So if you guys are interested and you guys need some help, you can book the one-on-ones with me. You know what the hell you're like? You can book a one-on-one call with me or a personal reading. You can listen to the podcast. Please follow me on Instagram right now. When we get off this live, go do it. The link is in my bio. Go to my Instagram so you can be up to date on all of my bulletins and all of the things that I'm doing in my community, especially if you're in the Tampa Bay area. If you're in Florida, Orlando, Tampa Bay, just if you're in this area, I will be doing so many events as it gets warmer now. Like we're out here. I will be doing so many events, sister circles, a whole bunch of different things. Come find like-minded community. Some of your best friends are at the workshop. Some of your best friends that you haven't even met yet are at. I moved back home from California, babe. Carly, I was in California for 3 years. Where were you? I wasn't doing this though. I was personal training in California. I was doing fitness in California. Yeah, so come. Some of your best friends you haven't even met yet because you haven't come to a like-minded event. You keep wanting community and you keep going to the bar and the same people. You don't want to be in the bar anymore. You don't want to drink anymore, so stop going there to meet people. You need to go to a yoga event. You need to go to sound healing stuff. You need to go to sister circles and stuff on the beach and exotic dance, just ecstatic dancing and all these different things that are here. That's the stuff that you got to check out if you want to meet somebody that's also on this path. Stop going to places that people are literally escaping the work. Go to places where people are going into the work and doing it and open. That's going to be your safe space. That's going to be the people that you can talk to and they're not going to judge you. That's going to be the people that you can be yourself around and they're going to be like, oh yeah, I know, I'm going through it. When you keep finding the people at the bar that are committed to running away, they're not going to understand you. They're not going to see why you're doing all this. They're going to be like, girl, just have a drink. Come on, come out with us. And you know what you're doing. You're like, no, I know what I'm doing. So you got to let those people go and you got to make more space for like-minded connections. If you want, your environment matters. That's the last thing I'm going to leave you with today. Your environment matters, bro. So if you have a lot of people around you that don't believe, that are not trying to achieve, working for themselves and building this life, and they're okay with just staying small, you will be comfortable staying small. You will. Because your environment, if people around you are just stagnant, it's just easier to be like, yeah, whatever. But you have someone around you that's doing shit. Like all my friends, I can tell you 100%. Everyone that I personally touch on a daily basis is all fucking striving to have the freedom and abundance the same way I am. I was the first one. I was the first one out of a lot of my group and friends to wake up and be like, what the fuck? And they all thought I was crazy when I was quitting the bank and all this stuff. They're like, Kristen, what are you doing? I'm like, don't worry about it. I know what the fuck. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm being guided by something much bigger. I can't follow y'all anymore. I'm here for something bigger. That's what I said. And I said, I'm going to trust in myself. And it may look crazy. And now guess what? Everyone is trying to get to where I am right now. Living on their own, working on their own, making their own schedule, creating for a living. Now everyone's trying to get here. And I'm like, this is what I was telling y'all 6 years ago. Come with me. But everybody has to do it when they're ready. We have to get sick of it within ourselves. We have to get so tired of our own bullshit that we say, damn, it's not everyone else. It's not the job. It's not mom. It's not the partner. It's me. I'm allowing it. I'm staying here. I'm complacent. I want it to be everyone else, but it's really me. I'm allowing it. I'm complacent and I don't believe in myself. That's the truth. And I don't want to admit it because that sucks. All right? All right, y'all. I will see you guys mañana. Love you.